caper. Here again, this time doing a little customizing. And I'm working on this little figure here. And what I can tell you about it is that the body is, what is it? Not Mega Blocks, but it's one of those block building sets. It's one of the Game of Thrones characters. I got this head and these legs. It's like a little bird head and little bird legs with some armor on them in a collection I bought, and they just happen to work perfectly. I had to modify the joint a little bit, but there's a little peg here and it pops in there perfect. This side didn't have the peg, so what I use is a little piece of a toothpick and pops on there, holds pretty well. For hands, I'm going to use some Boss Fight Studio hands. These are the women, the female hands, because they're a little smaller. Really wanted to use some sort of armored hands to go with the armored look, but that just wasn't going to happen. So now the bad thing is when I took this head off to paint it, to prime it, I broke the peg like an idiot. So I'm going to use a little green stuff and some super glue to glue that head on. It won't be able to move, but that's fine. Right now I'm working on the hands though, and I'm going to use a very small drill bit. And just tiniest little bit in there. And that's just to give that peg something to sit in. Do the same thing on this side. Just the littlest bit. So now the hands are in. Oh, what's up, Smoke? Now there's this little character here. I'm gonna try to do some quick painting. Now, I have been going back and forth. I've been looking online at birds, trying to figure out what this bird is supposed to be, and what I've got, and like what I've decided. Smokey, Smokey, stop. What I've decided is it's some sort of bird of prey. So I looked up what the smallest bird of prey was, and let's see if I can find it again. And it's either the American kestrel or a black-thighed falconet. And they look very similar. So I'm going to call him a kestrel. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by pictures of tiny cute little birds of prey. So this is going to be, I think, a kestrel. I think that's what makes the most sense. You know, I don't really want to lose articulation here. All right, I got an idea. Let's see. I've got an idea. So what I just got was the peg for a Boss Fight Studio head. And I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. So now the problem is that I used that green stuff. Now it's making an issue for me. All right, a little bit bigger. Come on, work. Oh, so close. Almost. Ooh, all right, there we go. There's going to be the new neck. Let's drill this out. So what's happening is the green stuff's getting in the way, but also the plastic itself is melting. So I'm going to slow down my Dremel. All right, let's see. Very close. Problem with some of these plastics is the Dremel just heats it up and it melts it, becomes sticky. Still not quite. There we go. All right, there we go. And I didn't lose any of the articulation. I did lose a hand though. Ah, crap. There it is. So now the only thing I'm missing is I do wish I had a small set of wings that I could give him, but I just don't. I don't. I wish I did. Smokey, go. I love my cat, but she's being a pain. She's just behind me knocking stuff all over the place. All right. Yeah, that neck is sitting a little high. I need to get it in there a little further. Ooh, look at that. That's better. Little corrections are the key. All right, let's do some painting. Let me pull up my picture again. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the Black-Thighed Falconet because it's going to make this a much easier, much easier character to paint. All right, let's get going. I'm going to start with a little bit of my paints are a mess because my desk is a mess. I really do have to clean it. There we go. I'm going to start with a little bit of Citadel Ushapti Bone. And this is for the head. I'm going to use a 00 brush. I bought a bunch of brushes recently to try out new ones and see how they work. So the Black-Thighed Falconet has a little stripe that goes from behind the eye kind of like that. Do something similar on this side. Okay. But also oh my gosh, now my cat's in here and she's just licking herself. Smokey, go do that somewhere else. It's annoying. So this head was primed like everything I do with the Games Workshop Chaos Black Primer. The spray is my favorite primer. Goes in tight. And then there is a little tiny bit Now, I've been going back and forth with this character. Yeah, it looks like that's it. I've been going back and forth with what I want this character to be, whether I want it to be part of my fantasy or my sci-fi. And now you might be going, well, why not just sci-fi? Or why not fantasy? Obviously, he's in like a fantasy outfit because it's from Game of Thrones. But my battle beasts all are in my sci-fi universe. And what I think I might do is figure out make some sort of chest plate that I can put over this, a little more armored, so that it can be in both. It can be in my fantasy verse in one outfit, and then in the other outfit it can be in my sci-fi verse. Alright, one last thing I want to do, I want to find my that's not it. I have like a gloss black that I'd like to use. If I can find it in this mess. I'm embarrassed to show you my desk right now. This is just unacceptable. And yet, here it is. No, Timbits, Abaddon. Typhus Corrosion. Boy, oh boy. More Abaddon Black. You know, if I was a professional, I would have picked out all my colors ahead of time so that I could show you exactly what I was using and show you exactly what I was doing and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Clearly, I am far from professional. I really can't find it. Whole thing of paint is missing. I have like a gloss coat black. That's acrylic. Well, if worst comes to worst, I'll use this. And I don't see it anywhere. And I don't like using this one because it's not. Well, that just sucks. So this is not acrylic, so it messes up my brushes. One more look. Sorry, y'all, watching my videos. Alright, I guess I'm going to try this one. Alright, I can't find it, and I'm not going to use the testers, so I'm going to use the model color, the Vallejo Glossy Black. It is not what I was looking for. I have a Citadel Black, but I can't find it. Can't find it, can't use it. These are all Abaddon. Abaddon. What do I want gloss for? cat got behind my desk. This cat's gonna be the death of me. And my daughter wants to go get a new cat this weekend. She wants another cat. And she's had multiple cats since she was born. When my wife met me, I had 4. And then we moved in together and she brought her cat, and then we had 5 for a while. So when my daughter was born, we had 4. So my daughter has always had multiple cats in the house. During COVID, 3 of them died. One got very sick unexpectedly. Another one had been sick for years and finally succumbed, and then the other one just got really old and gave up. Smokey, go. All right, so I did a little gloss on the eyes and the beak. This might be the simplest custom I've ever done. Gotta paint the toothpick. Can't forget that. Otherwise it'll just look silly. Now these legs, you might not be able to tell, are cast in sort of a dark gray, shiny dark gray. So I think I'm going to do one more thing. Looking at these pictures, I'm going to get a little bit more of that gloss paint. I'm putting it on a little piece of paper off to the side, because with these dropper bottles, you've got to have like a palette. Which is good if you like to custom mix colors, because then you can actually count how many drops you're using in each color. All right, here we go. Let's paint the feet in a gloss black. Ah, Smokey! This cat. I gotta get her out of here. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to waste this paint. She's now climbing on stuff. Give me a second. Go. She got up onto a shelf full of toys. I had to get her off. I love my cat, but she's a pain in the butt. She will wake us. Only cat I've ever had that wakes us up in the middle of the night. She gets like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. She stands outside our bedroom door and just starts crying. And then if we let her in, she just walks around the bedroom crying. So then we kick her out because we were trying to sleep. And she walks around crying. Last night, thankfully, she didn't do that. So she's making up for it by jumping on everything today. All right, so now I did a gloss on the talons, gloss on the eyes, gloss on the beak. And I'm gonna call this one done. other than a weapon, let's give it the appropriate type of weapon. Let me see what I got. I have bags upon bags upon bins upon bags upon bins full of stuff. This particular bag is a bag of basically knockoff Lego weapons. And I'm going to pick one that I think is just for a bird. This is such a mess. 26 minutes, huh? I think that's going to be it. Interesting. Alright, so we have a couple different ones to choose from. Alright, so now I'm going to decide between these. This is a little too much like an elfish weapon. Alright, so now this looks like the right size. It's small. That looks cool. But this one just looks neater. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one. Got a big old blade. There we go. Now, I saw this helmet, and I really quick wanted to see if maybe, just maybe, I can modify it to fit this head. Ooh, that was too much. So what was going to be a very simple custom is now turned into 30 minutes. Which, I mean, I guess isn't that long, right? I have customs that have been sitting on this desk for weeks, months. Will it fit? Nah, I would have to cut too much of it off to make it worthwhile. All right, well, there you go. The Black-Thighed Falconet. No idea what it's going to be called, what its name is going to be, but there it is. The smallest of the raptors, the smallest bird of prey. Hope you enjoy. Take it easy.